Jurgen, hi. Can I just check, A, is everyone okay after the match at Man U last night? And B, how are things with Sadio Mane today? I know last night you said it was no problem, but did he apologise to you? Will he start against West Brom?
You have a really nice job, but that's the thing you are most interested. I could imagine probably dreamt the whole night of it. I cannot make a bigger story of it as it is. We have football is an emotional game, and everybody expects from us that we control our emotions always, and that doesn't work out always. That's the case. Happened to me as a player, happened to other players when I was their coach. So we had so far no real chance to talk about, but we will, and there will be nothing be left. So everything will be fine. It's a thing. Do we want to happen? These things happening? No, but it's not the first time in my life, and I'm afraid to say it will probably not be the last time. So that's it. The first part of the question was, I think so. It's pretty early. Still after the game, we came home last night pretty late. So far, I heard nothing about main problems.
Okay, look, you said you need to win your remaining 3 matches to finish in the top 4. What is that going to take in terms of unity and spirit and character? Because these 3 matches will define your season, won't they?
No, a season is defined by all the games, but these 3 games can give them extreme positive outcome. We know that. I said last night in the press conference, I think most of the teams in the world fight the whole year for it to be in a position that 3 match days before the end, they have it in their own hands to go to the Champions League. We are one of them. So as much as the season was full of different challenges and problems, we are in that situation all of a sudden, and that's good. So yes, it's positive, but we don't make now the second step before the first. We played last night, we recover now, we are fully focused on West Brom, and then we will see what will be the outcome there. But yes, if we could make it, that would be really good.
Mandy from Premier League Productions.
Hi, Jurgen. I'm just wondering what the challenges are of facing a team who are already relegated and have nothing to lose when you do need to win your remaining games.
Yeah, our last 3 games are really tough from different points of view because yes, exactly. I really have to say what Sam did again at West Brom was deserves all respect, because they were really in it. I didn't look for a while like that, but then not only that they got points, okay, not enough now, we have to say that as well, but the way they played was completely different. It brought brilliant signings in, how he always does, and so they were really good. And now when they fought for the league, and I know, and I was in situations like that when all the pressure is off because it's now decided they will not stay in the league, then that can give you some good feelings, let me say like this, to express yourself and just play football, and that can lead to everything. So we have to be really focused, prepared, and strong to make our things happen. And to our side, it's a tricky one.
Okay. And at this stage last season, you were 21 points ahead. I just wonder, as a manager, how you cope with chasing other teams down. I know you'd prefer, obviously, to be out in front. Do you enjoy the challenge? Is it stressful? Is it nerve-wracking?
Most of the time in my life, I was in a chasing role. So if I'm enjoying it, I don't know. Sometimes yes, but I'm used to it. It didn't happen a lot to me that the teams I coached were running away or whatever. So it's a normal situation. It's a good situation. Usually when I'm involved, seasons go until they go to the wire. So we can't remember a lot of seasons where we didn't play for anything in the last few games. So it's again like this, all good. It's exciting, and last night obviously was very much needed, but gave us a good feeling as well. So, but it's now tough. So after that long season, playing now Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday is a tough one. But let's give it a try.
Okay, just one question each now until we get to the first embargo. We'll go Juliet, followed by Ian Abrams, followed by James Mountford. Juliet.
Hey, Jurgen. A week ago,
Hi.
this time last week, you were saying you weren't sure that there still was a chance of finishing in the top four. Obviously, a lot has happened this week. The setback to Chelsea, the win last night, but just the win and the performance last night, what does that do for adrenaline, momentum, confidence to go into these final 3 games to achieve what you want to achieve?
A lot, but it's of course a lot, but it doesn't make, that's not the only thing what is then decisive. So because we have to play football, we have to win the right challenges, we have to score goals, we have to defend well, we have to deny their strength, all these kind of things. In a week ago, you're right, that's the only thing what changed after the Chelsea game. But we had the same job to do. We had to win all our games. The only thing what changed was that would be then enough. That was not clear before. Before that, we had to win all our games. It was still not clear if it would be enough. And that's the only difference. But it didn't make a difference yesterday, really, for us, because we knew our job is winning football games. That's always the case, but now even more.
Ian, TalkSport, for a question.
Hi, Jurgen, how are you?
Hi, good, thank you.
You mentioned earlier about unity. Your team's going to need unity and everything else going forward in the next week to win the 3 games to get in the top 4. But didn't you think last night that, I know you're going to make out with Sadio Mane, that he was showing a great deal of disrespect to the person who ultimately is his boss? If I did that to my boss, I'd be in big trouble, Jurgen.
Yeah, sorry for you. The thing is, I'm the person. So if somebody shows me 5 million times respect and 1 time not, what is then more important? The world is in a situation where you then make this 1 time bigger than necessary. That's unfortunately the case. And I hope for you that your boss will not forget, if you 1 time don't show him respect, that he then not forgets all the other stuff. Even when I speak now about that already, I can see the headlines which you are making of it, out of you. But that's not the case. I'm completely relaxed about that. If you would have seen me as a player, what I all did out of emotion, it was insane. And I'm a completely normal guy. So it's in any way happened to me. So it's nothing else. We will talk about it, and then it will be sorted. That's all.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you for the insight into the HR policies of TalkSport as well there. We'll go to James from BBC Radio Merseyside, if that's okay.
Hello there, Jurgen. Mo Salah obviously reached a milestone last night, 124 goals in 200 games. That's 1 better than Ian Rush. Where does he sit in terms of your signings as a manager? Not just at Liverpool, but before Liverpool too.
Oh yeah, top, absolutely top. But it's not about signing. It's about how you can sign a player, but then we all are responsible, so the player obviously as well, and the coaches to make it happen. And let me say like this: the 2 players, like there's one, there's Robert Lewandowski, who is I signed for a different amount of money years ago, 500 years ago, it feels like, who had an incredible development and from a different level, but incredible development, and with more from the guy who scores from time to time and is a really good football player to this goal scoring machine. That's a massive development. So yes, he is outstanding signing, but for sure the way he developed, the way he treats himself, the game preparation, training attitude, all these kind of things, that's exceptional. That's a real role model. So he deserves all that. Absolutely.
Thank you, James. And I think this is the last question in the open. If we're going to have hands up for the people from the daily breakout, I'm only going to have to be able to take a couple for that, please. But we'll go to Carl Markham to finish the open, and then we'll go to the daily breakout.
Hi, Jurgen.
Hi.
Not wanting to get ahead of things, but the part of the TV deal this week, there's been an agreement that any team that plays on a Wednesday in the Champions League won't now play 12:30 on a Saturday. It was 7:45. That was something that you were a big, opponent of. I'm just wondering, in light of what's happened in recent weeks, do you feel like your voice is finally being heard with some footballing matters?
I'm sure my voice had nothing to do with that, but it's just the right thing to do. And I heard already it's for supporters, it's not good if you have an away game. I get that. It's really that, but that's a typical situation. You cannot make the right decision for pretty much everybody. And I don't think now that these games will always be then at 7:30 or whenever at Saturday, but it's the right thing to do. So playing Wednesday an away Champions League game, yeah, it's an incredible challenge. And if you have never been in a situation, you don't know it. So you should try to get in a situation, and then it's an incredible challenge for the body. And it's nothing you can really always influence. You just have to get up at a time. It's not a time you have to get up. It's a time when you have to deliver. It's a time when you have to eat carbs and all these kind of things. It's so different, and that's why I think it's an absolutely great decision.